Fact: creative ideas fail first. Newton's first law doesn't apply to art. At rest, art begs to be put in motion. Once in motion, the only thing keeping it moving is the artist's will. The only constant is friction. Friction. It's brutal. If your work is original, it is almost guaranteed to be met with resistance. Have you ever created something new and then been surprised by the opposition it was received with? Perhaps you've created something original that sparked an unexpected amount of brutal criticism. Why does it seem like the best ideas are always met with hostile resistance? There's actually science that backs up your suspicion that the best ideas receive the harshest backlash. In 2011, a research paper was published called "The Bias Against Creativity: Why People Desire but Reject Creative Ideas." It was the result of a study by researchers from Cornell, Penn, and the University of North Carolina. What they discovered was that people unknowingly prefer non-creative ideas. Even though the participants universally agreed that creativity is a desired goal, when presented with actual creative ideas, they tended to endorse the less creative options. The conclusion, in their own words, was this: "Our findings imply a deep irony. Prior research shows that uncertainty spurs the search for and generation of creative ideas. Yet, our findings reveal that uncertainty also makes us less able to recognize creativity, perhaps when we need it most." The study identified the creativity killer as uncertainty. People will reject ideas that they can't be certain about. It doesn't matter if the idea is actually good or bad. Human nature abandons originality in favor of the safe feeling of certainty that comes from old ideas. For those of us who make a living striving for originality, this can be devastating. How do you battle human nature? You can't. Realizing this, many artists retreat and create safe work rather than suffer the rejection that true innovation will elicit. But there is another way. If you're going to create truly creative work, you need to prepare for opposition. You will make people uncomfortable. You will offend them. They will instinctively rebel against your art. Knowing this won't make your battle any easier, but at least it won't catch you by surprise. When the uncertainty of strangers threatens your art, you can be ready. In the real world, you're going to have to fight for your work to see the light of day. There isn't a magical place where all brilliant ideas are recognized and beautiful things never go unappreciated. Nobody is going to swoop in and champion your work for you. You will be much more successful when you become your own evangelist, promoter, and cheerleader. Once you decide to risk your reputation in support of an idea, you might be surprised by who steps up to back you. People recognize risk, and there is something inspiring about watching someone who blatantly breaks expectations. Your attitude needs to be, even if this thing goes horribly wrong, I am not going to let other people's uncertainty prevent me from completing my mission. I will do whatever it takes to get it done, whether you support me or not. The only way to do good work is to champion the big ideas yourself. Don't expect your work to be embraced. Fight for it. Thanks for watching. You'd like one of my books, Art of the Living Dead. It's about maintaining creativity in the face of zombie-like resistance. Stay creative, and I'll see you next time. Disclaimer: no generative AI was used in the making of this video or any of my art.